Governor Wes Moore has signed legislation changing how local law enforcement works with ICE, but it has come with some opposition. Some local sheriffs argue this could impact safety. The governor signed emergency legislation banning local law enforcement agencies from entering 287G agreements with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Previously, ICE allowed local law enforcement officials to help enforce federal immigration laws under its supervision through the 287G program. 8 Maryland County Sheriff's offices and the Wicomico County Correction Center previously participated in 287G programs.
When families are afraid to call the police, to report a crime, and to seek help, no one is safer. Trust is the foundation of public safety. This law helps build that trust.
Governor Moore has since sent letters to all executive branch agencies and local elected officials moving forward. The governor stated the legislation does not release criminals early, change ICE detainer policies, stop cooperation on violent crime, and end ICE notifications or transfers. State and local enforcement will still be able to work with the United States federal government on criminal investigations and joint task forces that are not related to civil immigration enforcement. Anyone charged with a crime is entitled to due process and, if convicted, must serve their sentence. Meanwhile, House Republicans held a press conference addressing the move, saying it sends mixed signals.
There can be no formal agreement, but there could be an informal agreement. And then, as was also just mentioned, the governor comes out and is talking out of both sides of his mouth and saying, oh, no, we're going to continue to work with them. Well, then why pass the bill?
Harford County Sheriff Jeff Galler believes this is a step back for public safety.
They take a long-time public safety program and throw it out over politics. So I'm disappointed in our state legislature. I'm disappointed in the governor who signed this.
And Carroll County Sheriff Jim Deweese said in a Facebook post, in part, Annapolis can do away with 287G, but my office will still communicate with ICE to safely transfer inmates they want for deportation. It has to happen, has always happened, and will continue to happen regardless of who the sheriff is. The Maryland Sheriff's Association held a meeting to discuss how local sheriffs plan to move forward.
I would like to see a legal challenge because I think, again, the people who are suffering, the people who are wronged are the 54% of Marylanders, and I think that number would be so much higher. 54% of Marylanders in a recent Gonzalez poll supported us working in our jails for safer communities with ICE. And yet, I think that number would probably be in the 80% if it wasn't for those things I spoke about, falsely berating the program. So right now, no legal challenge is forthcoming.
Galler says the organization does not plan to take any legal action and will not challenge the legislation in court. I'm Mikayla Newton for State Circle.